You ever see something on a plane so wrong you wonder, am I the only one who notices this is messed up? That's how my spring break started 30,000 feet up, surrounded by strangers, and suddenly, I'm the story nobody asked for. My name's Jasmine Williams, and this isn't just about mites about what happens when the system built to protect you is the same one trying to strip you bare, literally and figuratively, while everyone pretends not to see. The whole thing unraveled so fast, but let me back up a sec. I wasn't your typical 19-year-old sophomore at Howard, even if I looked it, blending in with my messy bun and a journal never far from reach. What most folks didn't know, my dad, Solomon Williams, runs Airlin's biggest new airline in America. You'd think I'd be flying private jets or getting first-class treatment, but I chose Howard and commercial flights on purpose. How can I run an airline for real people if I'm always sheltered by privilege? I told my dad. He respected that, even if it made him nervous, said the world isn't always kind to young black women trying to carve their own lane. Wearing my hijab was a choice I made 6 months ago after digging into my Senegalese roots. My mom embarrassed her soul past when I was 12, but she'd always told me to be proud of where I came from, even if she wasn't strict about religion. When I started learning about Islamic contributions to science, it just clicked. My dad, not religious himself, teared up when I wore the hijab home for the first time, even as he warned me, not everyone will understand jazz. So that morning, spring break, my roommate Zoe raised her eyebrows at me. You're flying coach on your dad's airline? Girl, he'd send the jet. I just laughed, packing my spare scarf. That's exactly why I have to go like everyone else. See, there've been all these reports, passengers like me being pulled for extra checks, stories getting dismissed as isolated incidents. I needed to see for myself if it was just bad luck, or a pattern nobody at the top wanted to admit. I didn't even wear my Howard I today. I was just Jasmine, just another name on a ticket. The first red flag? At check-in, the attendant's smile slipped when she saw my hijab. You've been randomly selected for extra screening. Yeah, the 4th time that's happened this year. I know statistics, I know that's not random. TSA made me go through a private pat-down. The agent was all business, but his tone left no doubt. Didn't see me. He saw a risk. Gate agent barely checked the white folks' IDs ahead of me, but stopped me, scrutinizing my passport photo. This doesn't look like you. Before I wore hijab, I explained, calm, used to it by now, but every encounter chipped away a little more. Boarding, the woman in 14B clutched her purse tighter when I sat down. Across the aisle, an older black woman smiled. Her name was Gloria. Flight attendant Rebecca, Whitley blonde, poised, looking me up and down, asked for my boarding pass again. No one else got that. She offered Gloria a drink, ignored me. When she spilled water on my sleeve, her sorry was pure sarcasm. Turbulence, she smirked, even though we hadn't left the gate. Gloria shook her head. 50 years flying, some things never change, just more subtle now. Midway through safety checks, Rebecca stood by my seat, loud so everyone could hear. All passengers must comply with regulations. I was buckled up, obviously, but she wanted seen. Later, as turbulence hit, she leaned in, voice low. We've had security concerns, just keeping an eye on things. My heart raced, but my face stayed neutral. I wasn't about to give her what she wanted. From the back, a black off-duty Captain Tyrone Jackson watched her. He'd seen these tactics before. In the galley, Rebecca and another attendant whispered, glancing at me. I started writing in my journal, recording everything, just like I'd done on other flights. Sikh man hassled for his turban. Latino family separated for checks. Era guy monitored every time he hit the restroom. Patterns, not accidents. Then Rebecca comes back. What are you writing? Her voice cuts through the cabin. Just my journal. I reply, pulse spiking. She claims passengers are concerned, total fabrication. But suddenly everyone's staring at me. May I see your writing? She insists. I say no, it's private, and she raises her voice. We have a security situation. You know what that does on a post? 9/11 flight? Everyone panics. She blocks the aisle, demands to search my bag. Gloria speaks up for me. She's just writing. When did that become suspicious? But Rebecca ignores her. Pressure mounts. Passengers just want to get home, murmuring for me to cooperate so the flight can continue. When I reach for my phone to call Dad, Rebecca snatches it away, says it's procedure. That's my private property, I protest. You'll get it after we land. Then she tells everyone to report anything suspicious. Folks start whispering, making up stories. She was in the bathroom too long. I saw her watching the crew. You ever feel a whole room turn against you? It's like you're shrinking, even when you know you did nothing wrong. That's when Tyrone stands up. I'm Captain Jackson. Maybe we can resolve this privately. Rebecca shuts him down, but he doesn't let it go. Now the whole plane's watching as Rebecca threatens to have me restrained for non-compliance. You're profiling me, I tell her, loud and clear. This is discrimination. She demands I remove my hijab for identification. My identity's been checked 3 times today. I say, voice steady, this isn't about security, it's about making me small. Gloria and Tyrone back me up. Crew can't demand this, not by policy. But Rebecca's determined. She grabs at my hijab. I hold on, but she yanks hard. The whole cabin gasps, frozen as my hair spills out, my scarf in her hand. I take a breath, wrap my spare hijab around my head, and stand my ground. My name is Jasmine Williams. My father is Solomon Williams, founder and CEO of Airlines. Rebecca sneers, sure, and I'm the Queen of England. But Tyrone confirms it's seen me at company events. Now she hesitates. You'll get one phone call, she relents, handing back my phone. I dial Dad on speaker. Dad, I need your help, I say, voice trembling for the first time. Jasmine. His voice goes full executive calm, commanding, furious. What's happening? I tell him everything in front of the entire cabin. Rebecca tries to talk over me, but my dad isn't having it. Did you force my daughter to remove her hijab? She stammers, tries to cite protocols, but Dad isn't fooled. He orders to speak to the captain. As the message spreads, the mood in the cabin shifts. Passengers who filmed the scene show me the clips already going viral. The captain returns, apologizes to me on behalf of the airline, relieves Rebecca of duty, right there orders her to first class to wait out the flight. Now passengers who were silent come up, some apologizing for not speaking sooner. I check my messages. Dad's legal team is waiting at the gate. PR team is ready, and he promises, you're not alone. But I text back, Dad, this happens to people every day who don't have a CEO to call. This can't just be about me. When we land, the airport's a circus media, police, airline execs. My dad is there in person. He hugs me tight. He thanks Gloria for speaking up. The airline gives full refunds to everyone on the flight, but that's not real justice. In the boardroom, I lay out the data. I've been collecting. Discrimination on our flights isn't an isolated glitch. It's a pattern. The execs try to do damage control, but I don't let up. With Vanessa Chun, our new diversity officer, and Dad backing me, we launched the Williams Protocol. Real reforms, not just training, but real accountability. Some board members fight back, say I'm overreacting, offer hush money for my silence. I refuse. We push forward structural changes, public reporting, new complaint channels. It isn't easy. There's backlash, resistance, even a media circus with Rebecca painting herself as the victim. But with proof of years of buried complaints and support from passengers, students, and new allies like Tyrone, we forced the board's hand. A year later, I'm running the airline's dignity division, overseeing reforms spreading across the industry. Rebecca, humbled, now helps train new staff on what not to do. Passengers from every background are treated with respect, not perfectly, not everywhere, but it's better. Change is slow, but real. Sometimes, progress looks like a young woman in a hijab boarding a plane, finally able to just fly, no drama, no fear. That's what I fight for. That's what my mom dreamed about. And every flight, every conversation, every policy changed one step closer to making dignity the norm, not the exception. So, tell me, have you ever had to stand up to discrimination? What would you have done if you saw what happened to me that day? Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk about what real justice looks like, because if we don't speak up, who will? Your voice matters.